A great show tonight with great guests. I can't wait. We're a minute away, so I'll just wait. Everybody's here. We just start the show on time. Yeah, you made it in time, Tweety. Mayo, Mama in the building. Hello there. All right, it's gonna be good. This is going to be great. All right, welcome everybody to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones, where I invite four special guests every weekend to come and discuss four topics that we pick over the weekend and that they agree to. And as long as they got a respectful reputation on the app, they can come on the show. So welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We're going to allow each of the special guests to get in the box and tell us who they are. So after the intro, can all the special guests request the box?
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get it, get tired. I got 6 jobs, I don't get full-time father, full-time artist. Ex-guard, he said grind harder, learn from every time you ever fail. If it never fail, just grind smarter. Iron sharpen, you the dag on they hindquarters and they all acting. Rap game, I'm a pallbearer. Kill may get a call after. First look, it was all laughter. Kevin Gates, no small matter, made men believe when they didn't believe. Dive in the crowd, no safety holders. Got in the booth, no safety on it. Aiming, I shoot for the stars. Got the award, I ain't win no awards. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs, I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
All right, at this time, in no particular order, I'm going to put the special guests in the box, and we'll give them a minute or two to tell us who they are.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Ms. Ruby.
How's it going? I'm great. How are you?
Okay. I'm doing okay. I think I'm going to be doing better once I get into hosting the show and hearing y'all opinions, because these topics are lit. But who are you, Miss Ruby Shoes, and when do you scream?
Yeah, this is a great question. I'm a bit all over the place because I'm a bit new on the streaming side of things, but I usually a couple times a week. Then every now and then, every 4 or 6 weeks, we have a special event where we do some shenanigans.
Okay. So you don't have a normal time yet?
No, sir.
So have your notifications on. You don't want to miss Miss Ruby Shoes. I actually go over and I actually check her out, and she's a delight. She's got content. What do you call that? What do you call that one show where you and the other streamer verse and cook the meal?
Wow. Get in my mouth is what it's called.
It didn't turn out right. I can't remember the name of it.
It's called Get in My Mouth, and that's because behind the lens can cook, and Ruby thinks that the oven is for storing dirty dishes. So she makes good food, and I try not to burn the house down.
Okay, Miss Ruby Shoes, thank you. I'm gonna let you out the box at this time. You're gonna let yourself out the box. That's Miss Ruby Shoes, y'all. We're gonna expect some great opinions from her tonight.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, brother?
Not much. How's it going, Merk?
Man, you already know the vibes. Just vibing over here, enjoying myself. I literally waited. I didn't go live yet. I handled everything I had to handle before I started live. I literally turned on my live with a different device, so they're watching me in the show. But I'm fully focused over here. I wanted to make sure to be here because it's an honor to be in a show where you have specific criteria, and I'm blessed to be chosen to be here.
No, I'm honored to have you, man. I actually been in your live streams once or twice, and I actually been in traffic with you, man. You always a delight. Like you always a
Yeah,
delight.
you already know.
It's great. So, what time do you normally stream? Can you tell us that so people can?
Oh man, I used to stream all day, every day. Even when I didn't stream, even when I wasn't on stream, I used to leave my stream on at times. But now that I'm pushing to be a top badge, I'm making sure that when I'm on, and making sure to give myself a schedule. So right now, I'm pretty much trying to make it happen in the sense of streaming from like maybe 5 in the morning, or let's say 5 in the morning to about 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Then at 12 p.m. take some sleep, then get back on more than likely around like 5:30 to, possibly all the way 5 again. But I leave myself open to go back to sleep now. At least like if I do an all-nighter one night, I do a daytime stream the next time. That way I can go to sleep. You know what I mean? And look, guys, I know I get it. But yo, I'm trying to be a top badge. Yo, it's not easy. Ask anyone that's going into it, if I'm not gonna be able to do it with the diamonds, because that's not what I'm about. I'm about the people. I'm gonna make sure that I'm accessible to about the real people, because everybody has a thing about negatives and positives. I think it's about what you focus on. And I think if you're out there and just don't focus on the negative, and you put yourself out there and out there and out there enough, and if you think you have something to offer, like, dude, like, me, myself, I like talking to people, but you know how it is.
I got it. We get it. I appreciate you, Merkin. Thank you for doing the show. I'm gonna let you let yourself out of the box at this time. And guys, there's gonna be some great opinions coming from him. Do you see the energy? The energy is lit. He's coming. All right, let's get on with the next special guest. And welcome, guys, to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. If you're just tuning in, it's a talk show that we do each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. DJ Rez in the building.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Good.
Hey, DJ Rez. So what are you up to? When do you stream? How can we get at you? What are you up to?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a very inconsistent streamer. I mean, there's not a whole lot of market out there for like DJs to to be just DJing while they're streaming. So I definitely go into other people's boxes and, DJ when they want me to and stuff like that. But as far as myself, not a whole lot of consistency with my streaming. But I love the platform. Meet Me has given me a lot of confidence as a DJ to pursue like an actual DJ career. So yeah, basically.
So you got a nice following through Meet Me. I like that.
Yes, for sure. Very love the platform, and so happy to be here.
All right. DJ Rez, when you get a consistent time, or if you realize a time that you might always be on live before the end of the show, let us know.
For sure. Usually on the weekends, like Saturday nights. Well, I mean, actually, never mind. Take that back. Like Friday nights, a lot of times I'm on. But thank you.
All right. I'm gonna let you let yourself out of the box. Yeah. Thank you, DJ Rez. And we get top badge Miss Divine Phases. Before she took this show, she wasn't a top badge, y'all. This is our newest top badge on the app. So we're gonna make her respectfully just a little bit bigger so she can tell us about herself.
I knew you were gonna do this. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. I am Divine Phases. Actually, I've been, somebody snatched my Millie, so it did change my name, but I am Divine Phases. I am a new top badge. I just got my badge Friday, and next up is D'Angelo. We're gonna put some respect on D'Angelo's name and the trophy fam, okay? Because not only do I appreciate these guys, but they showed mad love and respect to everyone across the app, and I do genuinely appreciate that. D'Angelo mentored me. It was the mentor being mentored, okay, for me, and I appreciate that more than you will ever know. But you turned it back around. It was the 360 for me.
She mentored me and kept me on the app when she got off the app, and I feel like she abandoned me. And I'm like, "Where you left? I'm gone. No." And she's like, "No, stay." And she mentored me, and when she came back, I was able to share some knowledge with her.
Yes, and that is what we love to see. People want other people to grow, no matter where we're at on the app. Genuinely supporting each other on another level. I stream daily between 10 and 5. I usually get off between 10 and 5 Central Time. So it'll be 11 and 6 Eastern Time. And I also host a show on Saturdays. It's called Tandem Talent with Divine. It's where I pair two people to become one. So if anybody has any types of talents, click on my name and go to my IG and message me. I would love, love, love to see you guys on my show. But yeah, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. I am the
Make sure y'all save the new Top Dash Miss Divine and get to know her. I'm gonna let you let yourself out the box. Welcome everybody to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. There you have it. The 4 special guests we got for the show this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I got the topics uploaded. And I'm gonna ask the ladies, can they get back in the box? Because last week I felt like the guys went. So we gotta get into these topics, y'all. We gotta get into these topics. And ahead of time, we appreciate the gifts, all the guests do, that y'all may give us throughout the show. So if we can't say thanks, just know we thank you in advance. So, Miss Ruby Shoes, how was you feeling when you found out about these topics?
I think I said straight off the jump, I feel a migraine coming on, and I started sweating.
What about you, Miss Divine?
I love topics. You know, I love talking about stuff. So I'm like, ooh, I hope they're ready for me to be a chatterbox because I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I love this kind of stuff. I love it.
Okay, we start off with, I think, the most easiest one. So everybody, first topic we have for everyone today, but please, the guests, you can answer in the comments if you like, but we're going to allow the guests to answer the comments, so be respectful. What are your views on flirting outside of a relationship?
I feel like Divine could lead us because she seems so ready.
I don't mind. I just like to, like, if someone, because honey, once I start talking, like, girl, shut up. But my views on flirting outside of a relationship. So when you say that, are you meaning like, do I agree with it, or what's my viewpoint?
Okay, so let's put it into context for everybody so we can keep it simple. So let's say you're with your guy, you see his head turning, he looks at this beautiful woman from time to time. Not maybe every time y'all out, but time to time. Or you notice he's on Facebook or Instagram and he's liking certain type of chicks' pictures that might not look like you. So that's flirting outside of a relationship in the smallest of contexts.
So you say liking a picture is
or maybe he over compliments women, like y'all at the grocery store. Hey, how you doing?
Gotcha. Do I agree with it? No, because to me, you're opening the door up to a female thinking that you're available. So if you're going to compliment this female, this half-naked female, and you're all goo goo gaga, and that says a lot about your character. You can't control yourself in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship with me, show respect for me anywhere on the platform or any social media website, whatever, because you're on IG over here goo goo gaga and over a female when they be like, oh, that's Misha's man. I know him. Like, what does that say about me then? What does that say about me? It's not even about me being jealous or worried about who he's commenting on. It's the image altogether. Like, what image are you portraying for yourself and for your relationship?
I like that. I can respect it. So it's okay. So people that may know y'all in the community may view that differently, other than casual flirt that might, okay, you know he's really with you, but you don't have to explain your whole inside relationship to all these other people. I get that. I respect where you're coming from with that, Miss Divine. Miss Ruby Shoes.
Well, I will say this. I agree on some points there for sure. I think it's about intention. You know, like my man, people need to know he's mine and I'm his. And if he's stepping out in a way that's disrespectful, I'm going to tune that up real quick because that's a deal breaker real quick off the jump. But I also am like, youngest of 5 kids. I'm super playful person. I enjoy a good flirt. Like, it's fun as long as the intention is clear. So I don't want to see the reaction if I'm like, you know, I say, "Ooh, D'Angelo, you're looking good today." I don't think D'Angelo thinks I'm like, yo, hit me up in the DMs and let's get it going. If my man was doing that, I wouldn't be up for that. But if I see a beautiful woman or a good looking guy, like, I'll tip his hat and I'll say, "Hello, look over there. Like, good Lord and butter, that girl's looking fine today," because I appreciate beautiful things. But I don't need people stepping sideways and being disrespectful. I have no time for that. But I'm absolutely a flirt, and usually the guys I'm with are too.
Okay, so I think I like that point. So it depends on the personalities of the people, right?
Yeah, and if they slide in the DMs and you don't correct it, then you're stepping out of line.
It depends on the personality of the people is how these opinions are going to be made. I see, because totally different in nature. You know, you say I'm a flirt, and usually the guy I'm with is a flirt. And Miss Divine saying, "Hey, I'm kind of watching, and 1-2 times here and there. Okay, you slip my eye, but hey, you over here like, and you looking at this. I'm not gonna be okay with this. I mean, because I like to feel secure in things I do, and that's gonna make me feel insecure because you're insecure. You know."
It's not really gonna make me feel insecure because I can care less about what a person does because I am who I am. Nobody can take that away from me, and nobody can ever make me change my mind about who I am. I know my value, so my value is up here. How you're acting is down here. Thank you, baby.
Trust you have with him, but in the sense of the trust, you're gonna be unsecure in the trust you have for him if he always breaking his neck, right? And looking around the corner. So not you yourself. It can't break you down, but you're gonna be questioning that. What you said, your opinion. You're gonna be questioning that man after that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now that part's yeah, I don't know, because I'm like, it seems sneaky in a way. Like, if we could be open about what you're doing, that's one thing. But if you're just going and comment on females' pictures and comment on their pictures, like, I don't know if I can really trust you, because are you in their DM too? Are they in your DM?
I get it. Okay, we had some great opinions from them. I'm gonna let y'all out of the box. If y'all can take yourself out of the box, I'm gonna ask the special guest guys to get in the box. We gotta ask them the same question. If you just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. The ladies was a delight. I think they answered that question quite well. So I'm interested to see how would the guys answer this question. What's up, brother?
Hey.
How you feeling?
Vibing. You already know the vibes.
Alrighty. All right, so the question is, what are your views on flirting outside the relationship?
Who's gonna go first?
You want to take? You go first. Go first.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is like a traditional relationship in the sense that it's not open, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Relationship ain't nothing about this. It's open. It's you and that person.
How long have you been dating though? Like, because I have to ask these questions. You know, it matters, right?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
However you figure it up in your head for the question, whatever it fits your mindset. So the question is, what are your views on flirting outside the relationship?
I think if you've made it clear, if you've made it clear that like that the person you're dating, like it's a serious thing, you're exclusive with each other. I personally think that flirting, as one of the ladies pointed out, it can be fun to just be a flirt. Like it has to do with your personality. Like I might be a kind of an outgoing person, and I might say things like, "I like your glasses," if I see a girl that I like her glasses, or nice shoes. But I'm not going to say like hot shoes. I mean, I think there's a fine line between like the way that you say things and how you say it and the place that it's coming from. So I wouldn't want to put myself in a sort of a risky position where I don't believe in cheating if I'm exclusive. So my opinion is like flirting. If you're flirting to flirt, it's okay. But if you're flirting to fuck, then it's not okay. That's basically it. I'll land my plane. I'll land my plane there.
It's perfectly clear. Yeah, language. We're on a feature show, so
Can I go?
Don't you? Oh yeah, but I like DJ Renz. He said, "Let's just keep it real." All right, Mark. Yeah,
Number one, I just want to, before I answer this question, I want to just say one thing. My soon-to-be wife, I met her on Meet Me. Okay, understand? She met me single on Meet Me. My life is definitely not what it used to be. Okay, so you know, I'm a Gemini. I'm a natural flirt. So I flirted with everybody because I was single. Okay. The moment that I made it official with my woman, that stopped. The reason why, specifically, if we're in the streaming world, it's not about what you think and what you have. It's all about respect. Thank you. It's respect. But you have to understand also, you also have to understand, you as the streamer, you have the authority to stop that, cut that, do not let it go on. Me, even if my girl's there or if she's not there, my job in the relationship is to make sure to do my part. Her job in the relationship is to do her part. We're grown. In the end of the day, if I want to cheat, I can be sneaky. But that sneaky stuff doesn't work. So that means either you're ready to be in a real relationship or you're not. So the reality of the matter is, if you're a cheater, you're going to be a cheater. If you're worried about somebody cheating on you and you're making decisions on that, you're a cheater. If you, okay, if you're over there flirting just because you like it and it's fun, understand the boundaries of respect and what doors you open for that. Don't leave doubt in your partner, because if you put doubt in your partner, you wonder why things happen. Stop making actions that have reactions that you don't want.
I like that.
You know,
So
sometimes even when you're right, you're wrong. Even though you know in your heart you're not cheating, you have good intentions, but you have to understand that little things is what makes a relationship break. A little bit of water hitting a stone consistently will break it in half. Don't let little things break a relationship. When you're in the control, you have all full control. Just stop it. Just a simple thing. Just eat it. Just stop flirting. Stop flirting. You know what I mean? Just let it go. You're no longer single. Stop trying to hold on to your singleness. Just because you flirt and you make a girl smile, that does not make you a man. Same thing for a woman. Just to get that attention from a different man. Don't.
Moji J said time. This is the cutoff. He got cut off. I have to respect the rules of the show. But he was a big speaker, and I respected a lot of things he said. And with that being said, now he's unmuted now. He just goes in timeout just to cut him off. Okay. So I think with this question though, what was unsure even with DJ Rez was that, and what I think Merk can agree on was, and how he was looking at it is, we're in a committed relationship from these guys' perspective. They don't think that it should be no vibes outside of that, no eyes elsewhere, even to look and say, well, that's a beautiful woman you can admire, but you don't really have to. And I think that's the point they were both getting at, like, how serious is it? We need questions, like, because if this is just a fling, I think we could, but I think they put it in the context of a more serious relationship. Guys, y'all was great. I'm gonna let y'all self out of the box now. We're gonna move on to the next question so we can keep on with time. I appreciate it. All right. Can we get the ladies back in the box, please, so we can continue the show? Welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. If you just joined him, man, it's lit. It's fire. These opinions are hot. Okay. Well, that's the first time one of the guests got cut off in the beginning of the show. That usually happens in the end. We're having fun and we're all moved up the sweat. That was great. That was great. So, what do y'all think of the guys' opinions? Was y'all in line with them? Did y'all feel them?
Yeah. Merk was hitting some points. He was hitting some points. DJ was as well, but yeah, Merk was getting in. He was getting in.
Ruby said no. I read her lips. She said no.
I was like, let me in with Merk. Merk, I want to talk too.
Yeah, I know you wanted to give him more time, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. That's what the show is about. You're gonna respectfully disagree with somebody and still have fun, and that's what we come here for: diverse opinions. So, you know. All right. So moving on. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna say them two for last. How do you tell if your partner is lying about cheating? So, I guess this question wants you to maybe a time if you was cheated on, and if you wasn't, maybe how you could assume in your heart that somebody was cheating.
Well, I'm happy to
Ruby,
jump
would
in
you
on
like to go
this one.
first this time?
I'm happy to jump in on this one. My gut has never been wrong. If I thought something was sly, it was. And it took me a minute to figure it out or bring the receipts to get it worked out or whatever. But follow your gut for sure. But it's pretty obvious. Like if they're super protective about their phone, if all of a sudden they're micromanaging what I'm doing, they're deflecting all the time, you know exactly where they are, but they're not available, or they got to go to the bathroom all the time. And it's like, you know what? Nature doesn't call in that way that relies you to be on the throne for 10, 15 minutes, 17 times a day. I'd love to say people are sophisticated about it, but especially guys on the sly, they are so bad at it. They are so bad at it. And it's, you know that saying, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered? It's like once you get tuned into women coming at you or you're doing it on the sly, it's never enough. And then they just end up shooting themselves in the foot.
I gotta respectfully disagree with that. I don't do that. But
well, you don't, but the ones who do, they know how to do it.
So he's a cheater, but he cheats differently. No, just
what? Oh wow! Hey, I'm just the host. Hey, I'm just Mr. Jones. Welcome to the cutoff. We have Miss Divine Faces, our new top badge, and the lovely Miss Ruby Shoes. I'm just the host of the show, and I don't know what these ladies are insinuating, but we're gonna get back to the
Why
topic.
am I getting pulled into this? Nah. I spoke my story. Nah.
Okay, so get us back together. Repeat the question one more time. Let's get back together.
How do you know your partner is lying about cheating?
I feel like body language is one. They're like, say, just throwing this out there, say you had relations with your partner every week, every day out the week, and then say it stopped just once a week. Then it went to, like, the consistency is off. Consistency is key for me. So consistency is what will show me if a person is cheating or not, how they come off their body language. Those things are my red flags.
Their mannerisms. You paying attention to their mannerisms.
Yeah, oh, now. Don't touch me like you used to. What you do?
What was the show that they Miss Ruby? Is that a woman thing? Like, what was the show that they Miss Divine did? Like, what was that?
Listen, and it's for women
She did it too. Did you not see? She hunched up one shoulder and turned her head like, oh my God, y'all.
But you know what? It's for women too. Like if you're wondering if your lady's cheating, if she's wearing granny drawers to bed with you, and then all of a sudden she's got the silk lingerie out to go to work, you best understand that something's going on.
Oh, Miss Ruby. Don't. That's cold.
Yep.
Oh, we got to move the show along. I would love to keep y'all in the box. I'm thinking like a lot of people interested in that, Miss Ruby, but we'll try to get back to that in the end. All right. I'm going to let y'all stuff out the box. Can the special guest guys request the box? If y'all just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That's me.
Yo.
Welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's gonna think I'm cheating. My girlfriend. She's calling, not answering. All right, no worries.
All right, listen. How do you tell your partner is lying about cheating? And we don't want her to think you cheated, so send her a text.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay, send her a text.
Rico,
all right?
get it.
How would you tell your partner is lying about cheating?
Who wants to go? Do you want to go or should I go?
All right, yeah, you went first last time, so we'll get Merc
Go for
first this time.
I bet. Routines. Oh, thank you. Routines. You know, in the end of the day, you know your partner. You know who you're with, and if you're into each other, you pay attention. If you're in a point that you're second guessing and guessing that someone is cheating, you're obviously not in tune. You're not connected with it. You're not paying attention. So first of all, you got to check yourself and say, am I paying attention? Just start paying attention. And if you start paying attention, you're going to realize things. You're going to see different routines change. Two Shoes was, what's her name? I'm sorry.
Ruby.
The lady, I want to say Ruby Shoes. Ruby Shoes. Thank you. Miss Ruby. Ruby said, you see, change of clothes and different stuff. If you pay attention, you would notice. But the first issue you got to pay attention to is, why are you even assuming that there is any cheating going on? Because if you're with someone in a committed relationship that's exclusive, you're obviously having those feelings for a reason. Just as Divine said, the gut, trust your gut. It's those type of things. You just got to pay attention. If you're in a relationship, a real relationship, you're paying attention every day. You know what I mean? So, whoever's not paying attention, they're the ones going to be lost. I believe that nobody loses anybody. I really believe that you kind of, they either lose you if you're doing well, or, you lose them if you're messing up. You got to come to that conclusion. Why do I think someone's cheating? Why am I so suspicious? Maybe is deeper than that. Maybe, just maybe, it's something with you, because maybe you got cheated on. Don't put that on your partner.
Okay, Merc, so let me ask you this. So what would just be one number one sign for you? Because I don't want you to get cut off again. So just give us real quick one number one sign for you, and then we're going to move on to DJ Red so you don't get cut off.
Change of routine.
One sign that if you saw, you just
change of routine.
Change your routine. Okay, I respect that. DJ Reds, what you got for us?
I think I agree with a lot of what is it, Mercy? Merc, sorry.
Mercury.
A lot of what Merc said. I think for me, it's just like a logical thing where like things are not adding up. Like, for instance, like she doesn't want to hang out with you on a Saturday night, and you've been dating for like 9 months, and she like suddenly brings up excuses that she doesn't want to hang out with you on an important night, or something like that. Unless it's a cultural thing where like she's from a culture where, anyways, that's another story. But you got to just understand, just those kind of things. But obviously, if you're a paranoid person and you come from a lot of trauma and like you're paranoid, then that's on you. But I think there's certain things that come up, red flags. The way that she communicates is changing. She's like, doesn't answer her phone. She doesn't text back. Like, I texted her back as you guys suggested right now. So
He got cut off. He was having good opinions. I was enjoying it. I'm gonna have to let him out of time out, but Moji J called it. So I think it's pretty much for these guys. If you switch up your consistency, and you switch up who you are, and they say they pay attention to that, then pretty much they're gonna have to, what I like to say is skedaddle. They're gonna have to like talk to you. If not, and then skedaddle. All right, I'm gonna let y'all out of the box, please and thank you. If y'all can let y'allself out of the box this time. All right, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones, everybody. I'm gonna have all the special guest requested box at this time. So at this time, we put everybody into the box, and the ladies and the men, and they answer the last two topics. And if we have time, we squeeze in a bonus topic. But if somebody goes over their 2.5 minutes, we have to cut them off. Like you just seen the men get cut off. They've been speaking a lot. They have some great opinions. Well, we might not make it to the bonus, but we'll make it through the other two topics. All right, can I have everybody request a box? Hello.
All right. Ooh.
Like, we had a quiet moment. Like, all right, let's go. The questions coming. DJ Rez.
You
Bronco.
got to turn off the kiss. So we had, I think, each for the show. The show has been amazing. Honestly, y'all energy is great. So let's now get down to what things will we consider a betrayal of trust. And so we'll start with DJ Rez, and we'll work our way up to Miss Ruby and Miss Divine.
Betrayal of trust.
What would you consider a betrayal of trust? So this is a broad question that you could put it in, like a friend betrayed you, or a lover betrayed you.
Oh God. Okay. I mean,
Anything. So like, what did somebody do to you that you would consider, oh, that betrayed my trust? Like, oh, I trusted him with my deepest, darkest secrets, and he went and told the world. Or, hey, I loaned this guy this, and he just looked right past me. You know, like, what would you consider a betrayal of trust?
okay. Yeah. So I mean, on a simple level, I think just simply just what you have agreed on with each other as friends, as partners. You have set some ground rules, and then those rules have been broken. So, for instance, I'm a DJ. My girlfriend comes to gigs with me. Other guys approach her when she's on the dance floor, and she doesn't say that, hey, the DJ is my boyfriend, or she doesn't say, hey, I have a boyfriend. We've already communicated with that my expectation is like, hey, listen, guy approaches you, you tell him that you have a boyfriend. But if she doesn't do it again, she's betrayed my trust. So I'll kind of land my plane there, and I'll pass it to the next person.
I like that. All right, Mark, I like that. Like, you set some boundaries, you break those boundaries. That's a betrayal of trust. That's
Not
definitely
at
is.
all. It's my phone.
Mark, you got the floor, brother. You got your 2.5 minutes.
Am I glitching a little bit
Now we see you just fine.
at all? Am I coming in clear?
Yes.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In my end, it was glitching a little bit.
Okay, maybe he is. All right, well, we're gonna move on to Miss Ruby's shoes and keep going.
Yeah, so it's one of the things I was taking a look at. So I'm a little bit longer in the tooth than everybody else on this panel. So I've got over a decade on most of y'all. So I would say what I used to think was a betrayal of trust is very different now than it was before. Because certainly when I was younger, I was definitely, who are you looking at? What are you doing? And less secure with who I was as a person now. And for me right now, goes back so much to what we've all said about, it's about respect. Like, if I'm your woman and you're proud of me, there should be no doubt whether or not you're attached. And by the same token, if you're my man, there's no man stepping to me, because he'll be very clear on that fact. And so if I feel like, or I find out, or anything like that, that your intentions are elsewhere, then I'm not the right person for you. And that's just a jump off point for me. I will tolerate nothing compared to what I did when I was younger. It's like, if I love you, respect you, and you're my person, the whole world will know that. They will know enough to not even come step into me, because you can just see it and feel it. As far as an actual betrayal, if you're sliding into other DMs, or you're talking out the other side of your mouth, or you're even talking about our like deeply private personal stuff with your boys as a joke, then you don't respect me, because you don't want any man knowing what I do for you when the lights are off, and how you wake up in the morning with me. Like, that's a no-go.
I love that. I love that, Miss Ruby Shoes. I love that. I think men can relate to that as well. I love that. I'm not telling you, bro, what my woman do. Don't be asking about that. Are you not, bro? You asking kid, you looking at her butt? No. You weirdo. No, I'm watching you, bro. You weird. You got a wife looking at my wife. No, you weird. Anyway, Mark, we're gonna give you your 2 minutes, and then we're gonna get to Miss Divine.
All right, bet. So betrayal of trust. I think if we have something set in place, everybody has different types of relationships. In reality, everything looks very interesting from the outside looking in. You know, everybody could be judgmental on people's relationships from the outside looking in. But I know a lot of people that are very open. I know a lot of people that it may look like betrayal, but it's not. But I think what betrayal is what it is to you. When you and your person, you have something set and you guys have this agreed upon, you guys know this is a deal breaker. And the reason the person did not say it because they knew that that's a deal breaker. The reason they were sneaky was because they knew it was a deal breaker. The reason they made those decisions and kept it to themselves and that made it a betrayal, because there's a difference. Making a mistake or doing something that I don't like, that's not a betrayal. That's doing something I don't like. But to keep it, to be sneaky about it, to hide it, those things make it betrayal, because now you made me spend all that time without making my decision for me. You made the decision for me now. You made the decision for me instead of letting me make the decision. And I'm done.
I respect that, Mark. I respect it. I like that. So you explain to us, in your opinion, what would be a betrayal of trust and what would
I know
be
about
a betrayal
time
of trust.
emoji.
I like that. I like that, Mark. Mark has some good points there as well. Okay, Miss Top Badge. I gotta keep saying it. Miss Top Badge.
You are
Oh, soon to be Top Badge Merc. Hello.
You are so silly. But as he said, when I have to put a question mark over you, it's my biggest, that's my biggest red flag with the betrayal of trust. As in, let me give you an example. Okay, say one of my best friends was like, okay, your family's talking bad about you. I don't think you should be around them. I'm not going to be around them. And then next thing you know, you open up Snapchat and here your friend is with their family, hee ha ha, and having drinks. Okay, if you know how they treated me and you understood that and you talked about them as well, but then you go around them, that's betrayal of trust for me.
Yes. That's the most common betrayal of trust that people forget about and lack. He said you nailed it. That's the most common betrayal of trust that we might deal with on a daily basis from time to time. Like that is
so question loyalty.
That's just straight up fake. Like, I'm sorry about that. Like,
just simply question
like,
your loyalty. When I have to question your loyalty, that's when you're showing me that you're betraying my trust.
All right, really quick, just yes and no answers. Have anybody went through a situation where their trust was betrayed?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, yeah, we're in the BB world. Like, yeah. Like,
Mark.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this next topic because I got a bonus topic I want to try to get to, and if I don't make it to it, it's okay. All right, so this next topic we have tonight is, what are things not to compromise in a relationship? So, once again, we'll start with the guys.
I'll start off because I'll be long-winded as hell. Like, all right, bet. So, what was the question again?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold it in. How you gonna want to answer?
Hey, okay?
Oh, you got
Things happen.
Okay, this is why I love doing this show. This is why I love the different personalities. And most of these people don't know each other, never seen each other, may have seen each other in traffic. So these personalities are lit. Okay. What are things not to compromise in a relationship? So what things you cannot? 3 things. Let's keep it down to 3 things, y'all. What 3 things you cannot compromise in your relationship?
Time, communication, and patience. You cannot compromise these things.
Mark. Okay. Time, communication, and patience. Now, what's your number 1? What's your number 1 you cannot tolerate in a relationship?
Oh, there's something you can't tolerate?
That you won't compromise. That you
What do you
won't
mean?
compromise.
What do you mean? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, so
the question is, what are things not to compromise in a relationship? You said time, right?
yeah, you can't compromise on time.
Wait, what? So I was asking what was your number one thing that you cannot compromise in a relationship? Would it be the number one thing?
Communication. Communication, I think, is very, very important that you cannot compromise.
Okay. And why is that?
Oh, because if you don't communicate and try to understand, you're lost. You know, because if you don't, communication is important. Understanding is even more. It goes connected into it. So to try to understand another person, to be able to try to coexist with them. But I would never compromise my dignity. That's another thing. Definitely, I would. My self-respect. Definitely not. I'm understanding what the question was. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Mark. I appreciate that. All right, DJ Rez, what are your top 3 things you cannot compromise in a relationship?
Values.
Values number one. Values number one. What's your other 2?
Number 2 is values. Number 3 is values.
Okay, tell us why it's values. Your 2.5 minutes.
Because values, I believe, don't change. I mean, yes, we do change over time. I mean, it's debatable. Some people say your values do change over time, but I personally think that values are one of those things where they don't change. So it's not like preferences. Like if you like pineapple on your pizza and your partner doesn't, that's a preference. But if your partner is a Donald Trump supporter and you're not, that's a value thing. And so I feel like values is the most important thing that I'm not willing to compromise. And I'm still trying to understand my partner's values. I've been dating her for 9 months. We've been dating each other for 9 months, and I'm still trying to understand these things. So that's all I have to say. There we go.
Hey, DJ Rez, I respect that and I like that. I want to tell you something that my uncle that's not with me no more shared with me when I was a young child. He said, boy, quit trying to understand them girls. That's something you'll never understand as a woman. That always stuck with me even after he passed. So I thought I'd share that with you. Okay, the lovely Miss Ruby Shoes.
For me, I mean, one of them might sound a little soft, but playfulness. I really can't compromise for me for that. They have to be a playful person. Loyalty and respect are everything.
Playfulness.
Yeah.
What is number 2?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. What is number 3?
Respect.
And respect. Now, what's your number 1 and why?
Loyalty. Because if it's my person, I will stand in front of a bus for them. I will put myself in harm's way to save them because they matter to me more than anything. And I want to know that they will for me as well. I'll never let them, but I want to know when it comes down to it, I don't have to question if I fall backwards that you got your hand there to make sure I don't fall.
Exactly. I like that. Okay. Miss Divine Phases,
Okay.
what is your top 3?
Okay, number 1, career goals. That's my number 1. Number 2,
You say what goals?
career goals,
What
like
goals?
money.
Career.
Anything, don't get in the way of my money. I'm not gonna compromise nothing with that. You go get in my way, you have to get out the way, okay? So I'm not gonna compromise with that. I work hard to become the woman that I am, and nobody's gonna ever tear that down. Just simple as that. Number 2 would be my boundaries / values. How I see things in life, how I want, not necessarily want to paint my picture, but do you really fit the description and do you respect my values of life? Number 3, as Ruby said, I would say loyalty, because that shows me your character. If I have to question your loyalty, then your character is basically out the window. Because once I'm turned off, it's turned off. Like it's just turned off. Like so, those 3 things interrupted. Out.
What's your number 1?
Career goal.
And why?
Why? Like I said, it's taken me. Okay. Why? Okay. 2 reasons why. All my mother's life, I seen how hard she worked for the things that she had in life. So that pushed me to be that woman as well. So she was married to someone, which was my father, that necessarily held her back from her highest potential. So with that being said, my past life has carried me into the person that I am now. So I won't allow no one to do those things as she did.
I like
It's
that.
that simple.
I like that. So I think a betrayal trust could be shaped on your personality and who you are. We had 4 different but great opinions. I was looking like, how do you pick one? How do you name a top 3? Because loyalty, communication, like career goals, like my playfulness. Like you always serious? Like I don't want to pick one. Isn't that all wrapped into one in some type of way?
For real. Yes.
Like I'm just scratching my head like, man, I'm glad I'm not the guest because
Yes.
and then in the audience, somebody said, I think it was No Cap, said my dignity. And then Merk said, hey, I'm catching on quick now. I know what the question is. It's like, why? I just feel like, wow, man. Yeah. I feel like you can't you can't compromise a lot nowadays. You cannot compromise a lot. All right. So we did have time for the bonus question. And I like that. So, we got to get a little, I don't know, a little before the end of the show. We're gonna stay into the theme of things. Is it possible to still be friends with somebody that betrayed you? Is it possible? And there's no order. You just raise your hand and go, but don't talk over each other.
I'll just go first, I guess. No, it's a no for me. It's a no for me.
I say it depends.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Merk, go ahead, Merk. Merk, go ahead.
I think it depends. It depends on the whole situation because I have people in my life to this day that have done something that I felt like it was betrayal, and we came back to it, and there was a lot of parts that came to that. Yes, they betrayed me, but there was a lot of things that came to that, and I have to take account for that too.
Okay, I like that. Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Just one sec. Did Divine get to finish? So I don't know
Yeah,
that her
exactly.
thoughts
She didn't get to
I'm
finish.
gonna go last. No, it's okay. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go last.
Okay, you sure about that,
Yes,
Miss
I'm
Divine?
perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay. My app is a little glitchy right now, but you guys can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just-
I think it depends, as Merck said, it depends. Like if I have kids with my partner, for instance, and she cheats on me, I'm gonna try to work it out still. I'm gonna definitely try to work it out. Just for the sake of the kids. So it just depends on the situation, how far into it you are. And I know maybe that's a bad answer. I've been drinking a lot of vodka, but that's my answer to that is that it just depends on a lot of these kind of things. Like, are you a forgiving person? And in my case,
DJ Rez, though, did you say it's gonna take a lot of vodka to get over that situation? I'm not to put you on the spot, brother, but did you say it was gonna take a lot of vodka to get you over that? He said a lot of vodka for sure. I said, okay, I just had to come back to that. I don't mean to cut you off. You still get the rest of your time. So Emoji still get the rest of his
No,
time.
that's all I wanted to
But
say.
still, I couldn't wait not to the end of that.
I'm good. I'll pass it over to the next person.
Finish up. No, go ahead. You can finish up.
No,
No,
I
I
mean,
took some of your time.
I'm at a
respect
point
you.
where I think I believe in, like, how do I say, like, just again, it just depends on the value thing, and in terms of, for me, I'm willing to forgive people, and then just how much I love that person. So that's all I got to say.
All right, thank you. Ms. Ruby?
Yeah, so this one is tough. I agree, it depends for sure. That whole notion of it takes nothing but a moment to betray a trust and a lifetime to recover. And the notion of if I loved you on a Friday, I don't hate you on a Monday. And I've been profoundly disappointed by people who were the closest to me, but it was their character and how they made amends that was the difference between whether they would stay in my life or whether they had to move on. And we made a joke in your stream one time because when I got married, 3 of my exes were at my wedding. 2 of them were ushers. And that doesn't happen simply. Because there was a lot of love there and there was a lot of work done to repair. And so if the person has character and intention and accountability, That's completely different, in my opinion anyway, than somebody who's just like a trifling fool who has malice in their heart. Because if you're a malicious person, there's nowhere to go with it. But if you're a real person who had some character flaws and you made some time to figure it out and do better, I got a lot of time for people like that.
Yes, Miss Ruby, people don't understand that. I have to say, like, if a person can take accountability and identify things they need to work on, you can work with that, but you can't work with somebody that just completely don't want to help themselves and be a menace. We all seen those type of people and try to help those type of people. I like that because Miss Ruby, like, that's key. Did the person take account? I don't care. Y'all can say it depends on the situation. I don't care about the situation. Did they take accountability and acknowledge that they was wrong? And then what did they do after that? Okay. All right. Miss Top Badge, Divine Phrases. She's saying no. She's saying I respectfully disagree with all y'all. That's
Going
okay.
to hold it at no.
That's what this is about.
Because this is the simple fact. Would you want me to do what you did?
Divine, hold on.
But
What about with a whole lot of vodka?
no, like don't have me mad. Don't betray me and have me drunk. That's what you don't want to do. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But in reality, like once you step over that line, there's no coming back. Because at the end of the day, you can give a person chances after chances after chances. So, okay, they say, oh, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I take accountability for what I did. And then do it again. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Will you forgive me? So, like, it's like a person wanting to be baby for being an adult. Okay, so at the end of the day, you knew your choices. You did it. Now you live with it. Some people are supposed to be in your life for a season, and you understand the reason of it. So I'm not going to keep on giving people chances after chances, because now in my adulthood, in my past life, I would give people a chance after they betrayed me. But then there's a thing called respect. Once you disrespect me, it's over. It's over. Betrayal is a serious thing that people need to realize. When you're a precious gem, you know your value in life. Now, everybody can be around you, and that's perfectly fine. Like I always tell people, I'm the black sheep of my family, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm all right with being the lone star. I'm all right with that because I'm going to shine regardless. So some people have to be left behind. Sorry. Sorry.
And that's where the
Taking
things
people
where
for granted. That's all I said.
Seasons out of time. We have those people and we have those friends where they're only in our life for seasons at a time. And at this time, guys, I would like everybody to take the time and fave these lovely guests. Fave them, take the time to get to know them. I appreciate all these supporters coming to watch the show as well. We appreciate all the gifts as well. Can I have Miss Classy Woman, my head administrator for the show, get in the box and give us the recap? So I'm gonna let all y'all out of the box. If y'all can all exit the box. She's gonna give us the quick recap of the show because we actually have time to do it this show because we're right on schedule. So if Miss Classy Woman can request the box. Okay.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Give us the recap.
Ooh.
And in the show.
The recap is the guests did great. Like I have to say that.
Excuse me, Miss Classy Woman, I don't want to cut you off. Can all the special guests spam the emojis just 3 times in the comments for the guests? I see some guests in there trying to fave y'all. So can y'all do that so they can fave y'all while Classy Woman give us the recap, please?
Yes. Okay. So I knew the guests were gonna give good opinions, but not like they did. Like Merk and Miss Ruby Shu, oh my goodness. Can I just say, I mean, they all did great, but like those 2 people literally hit so many points that I would agree with on the nail. Like it was just crazy. And then of course, Top Badge, Miss Divine, you know, she freaking, I swear to God, we're like sisters from another mother or something because we think so much alike. And I don't know. I just enjoyed this show. I enjoyed the guests. They did great. I'm so happy that they came and were be able to be on it. So
Okay, so I got the memo. So this theme week for the topics was betrayal and cheating. So I heard next week's topics are going to be based around life and ambition. That's what you brought to me. So I am looking forward to that. So thank you for giving us the recap. I'm interested to see that. And I like to thank everybody for being a guest on the show. So next week, y'all have the recap from Classy Woman, the head administrator of the show. It was a lovely show. I'm appreciative of everybody that comes. Emoji J, you know the show actually is 1 hour and 15 minutes, by the way, if you didn't know. So we're not actually over, we're actually on time. So thank all the guests. Take time to get to know them. And I'm appreciative of each and every one of y'all. And next week is going to be life and ambition. That's going to be the theme. So tune in to see that. This has been The Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. Thank you all. Y'all have a good night.